Greetings and welcome again to Drama in the Dirt's Nickel Box Friday. I'm thrilled to be with you again. We'll be going back to the coin books this week, and I'm excited to be sharing with you some of the quality of the coins. So if you like fine coins, I know you'll appreciate what I have for you this week. And then next week we'll be going back to the roll hunting, and I got a box and it was pretty good, and so I'm excited about that. and then there was a find in there that I couldn't believe, and at first I didn't know what it was. I examined it with a loupe, and I'm pretty sure it's what I thought it was, so I'll be anxious to share that with you. So please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us, and God bless. Alrighty, I thought I'd do a little tutorial. The anatomy of a coin. You take my handy pointer, and here you notice is what we call the edge, and that is of course where the reading is, and then the rim, which is the flat part, and of course we have the portrait, and this is what we call the obverse side, and of course the area that has nothing in it is called the field, and then the motto, which is the lettering. See E pluribus unum there, and then of course in God we trust, and then the relief. Of course, the relief depends on how it was struck, and then of course the condition of the die. Of course, as dies wear, the relief becomes less. And then the mint mark, and I guess that's for West Point. And of course, this is the reverse. And then you see the designer's initials. And of course, these initials are in various places. And then the lettering here is called the legend, and that's the United States of America. So it gives you a little idea. All right, so glad to be back with you. I was too lazy to go back and look at last week's video, so I don't remember whether I had placed these or not. So here is the first year Jefferson, and there were 19.5 million, and it's a 38. Philadelphia, and I'm fortunate to have two 38Ds, and there are only 5 million of those, and then I'm missing the S, and then we have the 39, which was a pretty high produced coin. Let me see if I can be more steady, but look at the condition of that coin. And then we'll come over here, and then let me see. Let me back off just a. Whoops, back off just a little bit. I'm just going to work on my left. The 39D was only 3.5 million. Of course, I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for that. And then I do have a 39S. So 6.6 million of those. I think it's a little scruffy there, I'm not sure. And then we have the 40, which of course was into the almost 0.2 of a billion. But I have seen so many 40s over the years. I've been through over 300,000 nickels, so, but I've never seen a 40 in that fine a condition. So I'm fortunate to have that. And then here's the 40D, which of course you can see the mintage is much lower. And that's not the best one. I'm going to keep a list of, as I go through the years, of coins I want to replace. So the 40D will go on there, so I'll keep my eyes open for that. And then here we have the 40S at 39.7 million. Let me see if I can do that justice. Hold still enough. But you can see it still has quite a bit of luster. I'm not a numismatist, but one of the things that goes on with coin grading obviously is luster of the coin. So you can see that has quite a bit of luster to it. Let me see if I can get it here. I'm not going to try to make this real long. I don't want to do something ad nauseum. But if you're someone that appreciates coins, and you have to remember these have been circulated there, and just look at the condition. And then there's the 41, which is 0.2 of a billion. But that's a highly minted coin, and I've never seen one in circulation in that fine a condition. Unfortunately, the rim is slightly damaged. And then we have the 41D, and of course the mintage is quite a bit lower. And then the 41S, and of course that's more worn, but it's below 50 million. And that'll go on my list to keep my eyes out for that. And then we have the 42 non-silver. That's not real bad, but again, that one will go on my list. And then, of course, you saw the silvers last week. Oh, yeah, we have the 42D non-silver here. And as you can see, I'm pretty happy with that one. So we won't go through the silvers again. I did mention I'm missing the 44S. I don't know why. Let's go over to the next. You see we hit these last week, I know, the other silvers. So I need the 45S silver. 58.9 million. Like I said, I don't know why I don't have one. And here's the 46. That obviously we need to try to find a better coin on that. And here's the 46D. That's kind of a lower mintage. Not super impressive, but it has some redeeming qualities. 46S, I'm missing that. And here's a 1947 Philly. And that is 95 million. And I have a 47D at 37.8 million. And I didn't get that in very straight. There's the 47S at 24.7. That's been circulated some, so obviously I'll try to replace it someday. I'm just glad to have what I have. And here's a 48. Philly, 89 million. There's the 48D. Not a super hot coin. 48S at 11.3. Not in real bad shape. And then we have a 49 Philly. Not a bad coin. And then let me get over here. There's the 49D. It's seen some circulation. There's 49S with a damaged rim. Is that glare on his cheek? See, that's only 9.7 million, so I took what I could get. But I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. There's the 50. I've got several of those. And of course, like all of us, we want the 50D. Here's the 51. Philly, 28 million. And here's the 51D at 20 million. And seen some wear. Here's the 51S. And that's not a bad coin. I'm sorry you can't see the backside. Like I say, that's the bad thing about the Whitmans. Most of them don't have many steps left. Here's the 52 at 64 million, the 52D at 30 million. And so we'll go over here to this. And these are quite impressive. Here's the 52S at 20 million. And there's the 53 at 46 million. And the 53D at 59 million. I'm sorry, this lighting here in here probably does not do them justice. And then here's the 54. It's seen a little wear. 47 million. Here's the 54D. 54S at 29 million. And got a scratch on his head. But that wasn't an easy coin to find for some reason. And here's the 55 Philly at 8.3 million. And that's not a bad coin. Here's the 55D at 74 million. Now look at this 56, 35.9 million. Look at that. It even has cartwheel luster. And I think it has steps. Didn't get in there quite straight. Here's a 56D at 67 million. Quite a bit of mint luster on it. And somewhere. But the field's pretty clean. Here's the 57, 39 million. Obviously I want to try to find another example of that in time. See if I can do this justice. There is the 57D. And that has mint luster on it. Here's one at 18 million, the 58. Seen a little wear. There's the D. At high mintage, but yeah, you can see when the light comes around here. Quite a bit of luster to that. And here's the 59 Philly. I didn't realize the mintage was so low on the 59 Philly. And then try to hold on to your eyeballs. There is a 59. And that is quite stunning. Here's the 60 at 57 million. Nice example. Here's the 60D. Trying to get the light to hit them a little better. I'm getting a little more steady here. It takes me time to get steady. Here's a 61. It's a stunning coin. Here's a 61D. Trying to do them justice. And that's a high mintage coin. Now, okay, what I did is I went all the way from 38 up to 1970. '70 was the last year for the S, so that's why I decided to stop at the S. There's a stunning 62. And I don't know for sure, you know, these might have come out of mint sets and people took them and threw them in circulation. And again, these are high mintage, but you got to figure circulated coins and you just don't find them in this condition. It takes a lot of work to find them. 63D. And then we'll come down here. And of course, the most minted nickel ever is the 64s. And look at the condition of that. Let me wave it around a little here, see if we can capture it a little better. 64D. Yeah, there was almost a third of a trillion of them made, so if I know my math. And then we're over to the 65. Now the 65 was the year they did away with the mint mark, so we have no idea where that was minted. And then of course 66, same deal, no mint mark. That's seen somewhere. And there's the 67, no mint mark. See, I crinkled it. That's a bad thing about the Whitmans. They're pretty cheap, so you gotta be careful. There's the 68D. And that is a wonderful coin. Looks like the Liberty's out on the rim quite a bit. There are plenty of S's out there, and I think I lost mine that I had that I was going to post, or accidentally threw it back, but I'll have one in there soon. I'm sure I probably got one over there in the box at 2000, and of course I'm not going to go through 2000 tonight. There's a 69D. Try to, as you can see, that would grade very high. 69S. And then our last coins, and that's high mintage, but that's the D. It's the 70D. And there's the 70S. All right, I hope you were as thrilled as I was. I really appreciate you joining me. Like I say, if you love coins, I trust you receive some gratifications. Thank you. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, be sure to come back next week, because I'm going to be doing a box, and I had one of those finds that I couldn't believe. So, all right. Of course, I'm not a numismatist. I'm not a numismatist. I was just getting ready to record, and then, of course, look who decided to eat. Mimsy? Yeah, you're a big help. Poor little girl.